You are well, Sadao agreed. Sadao agreed with the soldier that he was now quite well. He had recovered quite much. He lowered his voice. You are so well that I think if I put my boat on the shore tonight with food and extra clothing in it, you might be able to row to that little island not far from the coast. Now he told him something very important. He told him, and he lowered his voice while telling him that. He told him that he was now quite strong enough to row the boat by himself to the nearby island, and he was giving him an idea to escape. He told him his plan. He told him that he would provide him a boat with food and extra clothing, and he had to row the boat to the nearby island, which was not far from the coast. It is so near the coast that it was not being worth fortifying. He told him that the island was not fortified because it was very close to the coast. Fortified in the sense guarded by the police or the army. Nobody lives on it. It was uninhabited because in storm it is submerged. Why it was uninhabited? Because in storm it used to get submerged. That means it used to get sunk below the water. But this is not the season of storm. He told him that it was not the season of storm, so he didn't have to worry about it. You could live there until you saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. He told him that he could stay there without any worry till the time he could see a Korean fishing boat passing by. They passed quite near the island because the water is many fathoms deep there. Fathom is a unit of length equal to 1.8 meters or 6 feet. So he could take help of Korean fishing boat and escape from there. The young man stared at him. He was looking at him, slowly comprehending. Comprehending means understanding whatever he was telling. Do I have to? He asked. I think so, Sadao said gently. You understand? It is not hidden that you are here. He told him very gently that he had to because it was not hidden to many people that he was there. So it was risky for him to stay there for more time. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. He understood and he agreed with it. Okay, he said simply. Sadao did not see him again until evening. As soon as it was dark, he had dragged the stout boat down to the shore, and in it he put food and bottled water that he had bought secretly during the day, as well as 2 quilts he had bought at a pawn shop. He had arranged food, bottled water quietly without putting any knowledge to anyone, and he bought 2 quilts also from the pawn shop. Pawn shop is a shop where money is lent in exchange of valuable goods. So he bought 2 quilts also for him, and he arranged everything for the man. The boat, he took out his boat also when it was dark. As soon as it got dark, he dragged the stout boat, a heavy, strong, small boat for the soldier. The boat he tied to a post. Post is a kind of stalk of timber or metal post in the water, for the tide was high. There was no moon, and he worked without a flashlight. It was not a moonlit night. It was not. There was no light actually, and he could not use the flashlight also, because then he would get suspected by anyone. He didn't want that, so he worked for making arrangements for the soldier. When he came to the house, he entered as though he were just back from his work. He tried to look very normal, as if he came back from his work. And so Hana knew nothing, because he didn't want Hana to know about anything. He didn't want her to worry. anymore. Yumi was here today, she said as she served her supper. She was having normal conversations with Sadao, and she told him that Yumi had come there that day. Though she was so modern, still she did not eat with him. She was modern in her thoughts, in her ways, but she was very respectful. So maybe some tradition was there not to eat with husbands or something like that, maybe. So she never ate with him. She used to serve him. Yumi cried over the baby. She went on with a sigh. She misses him so. She told Sadao that Yumi was crying over the baby because she was missing the baby a lot. The servants will come back as soon as the foreigner is gone, Sadao said. Sadao told her that as soon as the foreigner would go, the servants would come back for sure. He went into the guest room that night before he went to bed himself and checked carefully the American's temperature. Where did he go? He went to the guest room first to check the American for his temperature, the state of the wound, and his heart and pulse. The pulse was irregular, but that was perhaps because of excitement. He was excited, he was anxious, he must be worried also. So because of that, his pulse was irregular. The young man's pale lips were pressed together and his eyes burned. When he looked at Sadao, he got overwhelmed with emotions. Only the scars on his neck were red. He could see only the scars on his neck were red. He could not see what he was thinking or what he was trying to say to him. I realize you are saying